Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Tonight, we are talking about Nancy Guthrie case, the breaking updates, a lot coming in, and a lot we are learning, and a lot we're trying to clear up. A lot. On the other side of this, we're going to talk about it all, aren't we, Daff?
We are going to talk about it all. Absolutely.
Got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace.
I played the wrong intro first.
Smile through pain with a painted face. They called me too loud, too much, too strong. But honey, that's the reason I belong. I've walked through storms in scars and grace. Smile through pain with a painted face. They call me too loud, too much, too strong. But honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist.
Sing it with me.
I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me stand.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Thumbs up if you're rolling in.
I've been whispered about and written off, judged by the gloss, not the cost. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearls. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world. You can doubt my voice, but you'll hear my name. I'm holy and hood, and I'm done with shame. For everyone called too much, too loud, too real. You're not to anything. You're exactly what power looks like. I'm an unbreakable soul, through the fight and flame. My scars are stories, my strength, my faith. Faith in my heart, fire in my curls, forever divine. Clutch them pearls.
Well, hello, everyone. JLR right there. It's a backpack.
Dork.
The backpack. Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us. Really do appreciate you all. Updates coming in through the Nancy Guthrie case, and boy, was there a lot last night. It's every 5 minutes. It seems like something is coming out in this case, Daphne.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. I absolutely agree. And it's like you hear one thing and then they say, no, I never said that. Or it's flip flopping. It's one this way, one's that way. And it's just,
Yeah. Nancy, need Nancy home soon. I know. We need her one way or the other. You know what I mean? Like her
mhm,
family needs
closure.
answers. Everyone needs answers, and everyone's just been staying up on this case like 24/7. So for those of you that hasn't caught up in the last little bit, last night there was another SWAT that happened. They detained 3 individuals at a home, and it was allegedly 2 males and a female, one being a 70-year-old woman. I believe it's the mother of
Hmm.
one of the individuals. And then there was a Range Rover that was they pulled someone over,
Hmm.
and I got my window open. There was a Range Rover, and they pulled that person over as well. So there's 4 people that we are aware of.
Wow.
Uh, there was, the van, from what we understand, has absolutely nothing to do with it, is what everyone's saying.
Yes.
So despite
It being there.
it being there,
Hmm.
it allegedly has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. And I just want to say, because last night we were all listening to dispatch. I had dispatch in one ear and listening to, and I thought maybe it did have something because they mentioned Orange Grove Road with this van, and then
Mhm.
we have heard that allegedly there might be a white van, so it's kind of like 2 and 2, but
Yeah, well, it
we
makes you
haven't heard.
kinda makes
Yeah.
you, uh and I mean, right there at Culver's, I guess there was 2 different incidents,
Mm-hmm.
so, that was very interesting, and then, other, uh, YouTubers were, well, not just YouTubers, but were putting, things out about that as well. Let's see here. There is, what is this?
Hmm.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I was just looking at something. I apologize. All right, so the sheriff Nanos has said last night a federal court search warrant was executed at a residence near East Orange Grove Road and North First Avenue in connection with the Guthrie case. No arrests were made. A traffic stop was also conducted, and a person was questioned, but no arrest resulted in that incident, and that's coming from Sheriff Doofy, is what I call him.
Hmm.
Sheriff Doofy from what is that movie? I can't remember that movie.
Oh, yes. A scary movie.
Yeah, scary movie. Yeah.
Hmm.
And in the last little bit, I just want to show you that. Oops, I turned the camera off rather than this. This is the van that reportedly has nothing to do with the case whatsoever.
Yeah.
They said that Tommaso and Annie could be in Italy, being he came straight from Italy and married her. So I wonder if this is the international person that one of the ransom note sender had mentioned. Well, it's very interesting that they are talking about this Range Rover and potentially where it was bought and came from. Justin, you have folks
Yeah.
over on your channel and we can't see you there?
That's weird. Hold on, let me check.
What do you mean you can't see me there?
Let me check. Yeah, people are commenting in there. That's weird. Hold on one second. Yeah, I see you on your channel. Right here.
Is both of them live?
Let me check.
There should be two.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's 3. There's 126 waiting for one. Oh, you've got 3. You know, sometimes
I've had it made 6 of them before.
Yeah, it does that a lot.
Hey, Joyous, can you in that chat, can you tell them to come into the other chats?
I got you because I'm already in there.
If you don't mind. Thank you so much.
Copy.
I don't know why it does that sometimes. It's weird how it makes like multiple of them. It's kind of weird. Did you see let me pull this.
I got you.
Okay. Thank you so much. This was one of the individuals that they allegedly detained last night. Again, when someone is detained, it doesn't mean they're a person of interest, doesn't mean they're a suspect or anything like that as well. It doesn't mean that whatsoever. I'm hearing a lot from a good news source that this crime was not meant to be a kidnapping red room, but was meant to be a burglary, but it went wrong. I don't think that it did. I think whatever happened meant to happen. I believe if they were, regardless whether it was a kidnapping or whatever, and it was meant to be a burglary, they're still going to take stuff.
I agree with that. I agree with that because if we presume that there is actually 2 perpetrators, right? A lot of us are thinking that.
Yeah.
And one would probably restrain her or something. I mean, it's not hard. They could probably even walk around in her house without her knowing unless she got alert. Her hearing aid was out. So why not go and do what you need to do, right? They could easily take her phone from her. They did turn her phone off. So you'd think if there was some, you know what I mean? They did turn her phone off. So I would still think absolutely they would take stuff if it was a robbery.
Get this. This just came out a minute ago in the report.
Word? No, I don't. What we have seen just in his statement, he contradicted himself, talking about that he's cooperating 100% with the FBI. Well, if that's the case,
can we give this man a round of applause because he says that this sheriff contradicts himself, and he certainly contradicts himself. I have never seen a sheriff. I mean, even the reporter we was listening to last night, she's like, well, you said this, sheriff. And he's like, well, tell me where, when, why, It's unreal.
Why are you saying key evidence, key forensic evidence that is essential to this case to a private lab when the FBI has the best lab you could possibly imagine, and you don't have to then send that evidence from the first lab to them anyway?
Exactly. This private lab is going to do this, but regardless, the FBI is going to run their own test regardless
They are. Yep.
So it just delays everything. The private lab, yes, they're good. In some cases, private labs can be better in some specialized testing that they work on. But it is ridiculous. This has held the entire case up.
Why is the question?
For what?
Why would he want to do that? Is it because he doesn't want them stepping on his toes, or him to feel like he's not in power?
I
Is
think
that
he's got
it?
a
Or
chip.
is there,
I think
but
he has a big chip
that's
on his shoulder with the
horrible.
FBI because there's an old video I've played of him where
Yeah.
he says the FBI can say no comment. How can they just get away with that? How can they just get away with that? He
So
puts his
he's
shoulders up
got,
like that.
yeah. Yep.
And he's got this chip, in my opinion, for whatever reason. You are Miss Sherry. He might be covering for someone. I don't know if he's covering for some. He's had a lot of, I mean, listen, if you're a public figure of any sort, whether you're a sheriff, you are a mayor, you're a YouTuber, you're a
Mhm.
TikToker, you're a celebrity of Hollywood, whatever. You're a human being in general. Not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to agree with you. I get that. I get that. But this is the FBI.
Mhm.
And respectfully, there is a major qualitative difference between normal everyday law enforcement, and then you go to state police, and then you go FBI, right?
It's
They
like,
get bigger
mhm.
for a reason because they have more resources. They have more training.
Yep. Exactly.
To be honest, it just feels hopeless. Brian says we need FBI, but I think the FBI is on it. But I think it certainly delayed them. You know, locals say he is an anti-person. Yeah, I like the politics part. I try to stay away from. But regardless, it's wrong. I think no matter what your politics are, it's wrong. Uh,
Would he
why?
want someone to do that to his mother?
Hell no, and none of us would.
I know
Hell
people are
no.
saying, well, it's not about him, it's about Nancy, and you're correct. But the thing is, he's the one that was in charge day one.
Yes.
And because of the nonsense that went on, now everybody's got to backtrack. And there's still, to this day, not any tape up on this crime scene. It's a crime scene. A crime was committed there. We don't know if she was unalive there. She could have been. They
I
could
think
still
she
go back
probably
in
was.
there and do testing. We don't know. Why is there no tape up there
They
when
built it
everybody's
5,
mom
6
and
times.
dad's walking up on the property? It's crazy. It's
Oh,
like a movie. It's like a reality movie that we don't know that we're watching. You know what I
mhm.
mean?
It's like
Kinda weird.
an action drama.
There you go. To get everybody's response on
Yeah.
If there
strange.
is a prosecution. It's absurd. It doesn't make any sense. But Tommy, I've been on the ground here for a week. I've been talking to law enforcement in this area, and as well as citizens. And I can tell you this: that what we have seen from the conduct of the sheriff, he does not have the confidence of the people that are actually on the department. There is open hostility here. And the leadership, unfortunately, seems to be an issue here. Sure.
Yeah, it's definitely an issue here. And this one may be the one that gets him not elected anymore.
Mhm.
This may be the Achilles heel that
Puts it.
gets him.
Yep.
You know, what do you guys think about this thing that's going on about the international? Uh, Nancy, I mean, do you think there's anything to this?
Mm.
be prepared to go international, or is this I do believe some of these notes are real, but I don't believe they're real as in you give me money and I will provide Nancy for you. I think it's someone that is, like I've said almost since day one, trying to delay or distract. Right?
Be prepared to go international. Could it be, well, international, like we were talking about, was like 12 miles down the road.
Right. Mexico.
But we don't usually say international when we talk about Mexico or Canada. We usually talk about international when it's in Europe.
International is out of the nation.
Well, yeah, no, I understand that. But usually when people talk international, they don't
I
usually.
think it's the first thing we think of, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the first thing you think of is Mexico or Canada. You think of Europe or something. Yeah. Italy.
Again, and this is the other thing that's perplexed me with this. There's so many weird questions with this. Okay, so we know that there has been persons arrested, and the FBI said that they would charge everyone that made a fake letter.
Mm-hmm.
Why haven't they found these people?
Exactly. They found 2.
I know, but like, what? Why aren't they not?
Yeah, locked up forever. Yeah, like they
Like,
said.
why isn't more not coming out that they're not arresting these people? You know, the FBI knows exactly who it is. I mean, for heaven's sakes, if they can get footage off Nancy's camera that is completely gone, no subscription, you know that they can find some buffoon that is making these emails.
Exactly. It makes you wonder.
That does make me wonder if one of these, because they have said allegedly certain things that allegedly only the person would know. Right? So
Right.
that is why I do think that some of these ransom note, I use that term very loosely, they do know more. They do know more. But it's just this one person that keeps saying international.
And for them to go to TMZ, I swear there's something connected there. I know there was a couple that went to KOLD. There's millions of news stations. Why one that usually reports on like Hollywood? You know what I mean?
Well,
I mean, they do news and stuff like that. It's just very odd to me. Does it have a meaning?
I think whenever, like, there was a couple local stations, right? A couple local stations, but then they did this one. I think it's just they knew that it would get out because TMZ will report. If you go to some other less, and I use this term, not is it necessarily a negative thing, but tabloidy. They're gonna, it's they do gossip and stuff like that as well.
Absolutely. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So
true.
I think that they knew that they were going to put it out. That's just my opinion on it.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I agree with that. I didn't think about it like that.
The case in Scottsdale with 2 teens hired to kidnap 3 adults for 66 million Bitcoins is certainly coincidence. Real? I have not heard of that.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that either.
Not heard of that. Being prepared to go international. Thank you so much, Brian. I read that one. Thank you so much, my dear. Okay, here we go.
Along with other local news outlets, has been receiving letters allegedly coming from someone who knows the kidnapper, even the kidnapper, potentially. Let's bring in TMZ founder Harvey Levin. Harvey, boy, this gets weirder and weirder.
Harvey looks like he, first of all, can't keep his eyes open. Number one. Number two, I feel I think we need to start calling him Sheriff Harvey. Because he feels like the sheriff now of Pima County.
Mm-hmm.
day by day. And this morning we wake up and we find out nobody's been arrested, nobody's in custody, but we had a ton of police activity just 2 miles away from Nancy Guthrie's house, potentially within this 2 mile radius that the police have been asking for doorbell dash cam video. First, give me your quick observation on where you think we are this morning. Does this feel like
Thank
a
you for sending
letdown?
that.
Well, it's a letdown because they haven't caught the kidnapper and they haven't found Nancy Guthrie.
Wow. Sorry, guys. Someone just sent me this Scottsdale. Let me read it. Targeted Scottsdale home invasion linked to alleged 66 million cryptocurrency plot. I'm going to show you guys this. I want to know if you guys think this could be connected in any way. That's very, very interesting.
I was in touch with the law enforcement involved in this early this morning. And I asked them, is this in any way tied to the information that we have given the sheriff and the FBI? And I was told no. And, you know, as for, you know, what happened, it doesn't seem like they've kind of connected the dots. It was interesting. Yesterday morning, I sensed something was going on with law enforcement, that there were meetings. They have these kind of morning briefings that were going way longer. I just happened to find out about one of them way longer than they normally did. And, you know, I figured something was up, and they were also playing everything really close to the vest. It may have been this, I don't know. What I can tell you is that the FBI is keenly interested in the ransom note that we received. And I know this to be a fact. They are keenly interested because obviously, I mean, we supplied them with it, and you can kind of connect the dots if you will, but I am 100%.
So
they are extremely interested in this ransom note, and they're also interested in the person who has now sent us 3 emails saying in return for money, they will lead authorities to the kidnapper.
They are extremely interested. Is that why they're not arresting this person at the time? Because they're just buying time?
Part of a bigger operation.
Yeah.
But the thing is, why take Nancy? Out of everybody, why take Nancy? Think about that for a minute. You know?
Somebody was pissed off, or for some reason, or money. I cannot like revenge something like that. It has to be, in my opinion, one or the other. And I don't believe it was money for the person or persons that did this.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
They didn't ask for money on the spot, right? You leave a letter. You leave a letter if you want money.
Absolutely. I think it's somebody that's being paid.
I do too.
And Nancy.
Let's dig into that for a second, because this is fascinating. This person claims to know where she is, or at least who the kidnapper is, and is willing to pay $50,000, or is willing to receive $50,000, half of the reward first, and then half of the reward later. Have you heard from this person since we saw the activity happen overnight? Are you expecting to hear from them again?
Well, if you take him at his word, I am not expecting him because he ends his email to us. Let me just read it if I can find this part. He said that there's going to be no communication, that they are done talking. So he says, let me just find this. I apologize.
And he said that before,
I
right,
did say
Harvey?
yesterday was my second and final attempt, but you upping the reward to discredit me is a lowball move. 3 strikes and you're out. So he's saying that he is not going to get back to us again, but he said that the time before and did.
Would you put up that money?
How about ignore them?
Just to
I
see
think
where
it's-
this goes?
I think it's really inappropriate because based on what we know, we could be interfering with law enforcement. They are not just sitting back. There's a reason that this ransom, this $6 million ransom, has not been paid, and there's a reason why the Guthrie family and or law enforcement has not paid the money. I don't know what that reason is. Personally, I'm puzzled.
You don't even know she's
but
alive.
It's very clear to me that they could do it if they wanted. And if we got involved in that, I think it would be highly inappropriate and could actually impede the investigation. There's something, obviously, there's a lot they're not telling us, but I do know they're really interested in this. So we're just kind of following along. And
one of the ransom letters said we would return her within 12 hours or something like that. I
They
think
can't
that
even show proof. They won't even show
Right.
us her sock. They won't show her hand. They
Right.
won't show it. They won't even
But they-
attempt to make an AI picture. It's crazy.
But the thing is, I think that was a distraction for them.
I do too.
I think they're in Tucson area, and it was just a distraction to say, we'll get her back there within 12 hours. Well, I again, in my opinion, I hope I'm wrong, but I think she's probably out. They put her out in a desert somewhere. Pray I'm wrong, but
passing the information on. A couple of things that really stand out in this
want to go to
email,
the
this last
Tucson
one, is
cryptocurrency
that
next. Very interesting.
He says that if the FBI gives them the first $50,000 payment in the form of a Bitcoin, they will immediately give the name of the main individual along with his information for you to track. Interesting that he says main individual.
That's interesting. Another white man. There's a lot of white men. So
Yeah, I know.
okay, guys. Now we know about all this cryptocurrency and all of this, right? February 4th, this was reported. Fox 10 targeted Scottsdale home invasion linked to alleged $66 million cryptocurrency plot. 2 California teenagers are facing felony charges after a violent Scottsdale home invasion where they allegedly targeted a family for $66 million in cryptocurrency. Is this a coincidence? Is this totally unrelated? Is this what people are doing now? Is this the new normal? The cryptocurrency.
Why Bitcoin too? Because Bitcoin, like I said before, Bitcoin took a big dump.
You used to never hear anything like this, like
it's
the cryptocurrency and plotting these things.
Digital age. So
yes, Scottsdale is in Arizona. It's north.
and it's around the same. Was it? Wait, they said 66 million or 6?
Yeah, 66 million.
Oh, and then we have 6 million. They run their whole life. These 2 kids.
Just checking out their eyebrows and their lips.
No, I think they're too young.
Well, they're supposedly. Well, just listen. I mean, I don't normally picture kids, asking for $66 million with Bitcoin though. Either, so.
Yeah.
Home invasion leads to felony charges against 2 California teens.
The investigation revealing that it was all part of a plot to steal cryptocurrency. Fox 10's Nicole Christine joins us live with more.
Yeah, good evening, guys. The neighbors that we spoke to in that neighborhood today, they say they were shaken up by this ordeal, but they were really happy to see these suspects caught so quickly. They added, though, that this seems to be a little bit of a scary trend where criminals are really honing in on cryptocurrency as a motive for burglary and even violence.
It's certainly eye-opening, and it's also incredible the way that different pieces of evidence will be pieced together.
When Ari Parker left his Scottsdale home to run errands Saturday morning, he didn't think twice about this blue vehicle driving by. On his way home, he noticed what he thought was a drug-related arrest involving a blue Subaru in the parking lot of a nearby shopping center.
The trunk was open. There were supervisory police department vehicles there. And I thought, oh, wow, that person's screwed. I had no idea they were connected to the crime that happened here.
That crime, a reported home invasion just down the road from Parker's home near Cactus Road and the 101. According to court docs, 2 teenagers, now identified as Jackson Sullivan and Skylar LaPale, showed up that morning dressed as package delivery drivers, then forced their
dressed as package delivery drivers. Okay.
Yeah. Then you have the packages from.
Well, you have the other. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah,
what's
the other one that delivers packages.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Maybe they should look into where he works. If it's a package delivery place, does any of these other people that they just detained work there or have works there still?
It's definitely a trend. I've not heard of it until recently. 66.
way into the home, restraining 2 adults with duct tape and assaulting them. Their motive? Robbery of.
And that's a violent crime, right? That's not just someone, that's not the Nigerians that we were talking about saying, you know, dear sir or madam, right? I have, you know, King Lord Farquaad that has $32 trillion. If you could send me $3,000, wire it, right? Like they're scam. Those are scam artists, right? This is people that is violent with it. And that's really concerning because what the hell happened to Nancy?
I don't feel like, I mean, it could be. But usually, I mean, did anybody get kidnapped in this one or?
Well, I don't know, but they got the hell beat out of them.
Yeah, but
you know, things can turn wrong. I'm not saying that these two are I'm not saying they're linked in any way, but what I am saying is
it's
maybe
similar. Yeah.
Someone did something like this to Nancy.
Yeah. And then something happened to her when they were inside and they had to.
I mean, if this is a trend now, if this is a trend that's happening, and you have, I don't know, Savannah Guthrie as a daughter.
Yeah, but what young kids know about?
They don't have to be young kids. I'm not saying these people. I'm saying it's a trend.
Yeah. I just feel like, why her though? Like, why not?
Why these people?
Yeah.
Why anybody?
Yeah.
$66 million worth of cryptocurrency the homeowners allegedly had. According to police, the teens met recently and say they were extorted by a person called Red and a person called 8. The pair sent on this mission from California and given $1,000 to get supplies. One of the victims reportedly denied having the crypto, leading to further assault. An adult son in the home called police from another room. When cops showed up, the teens fled, only to be caught and arrested at the scene Parker described. Police telling Parker the car on his Ring camera footage is believed to be their vehicle.
The police work was really impressive. They were pounding the pavement, doing old school gumshoe police detective work, knocking on doors, letting neighbors know what was happening.
Parker says the crime led neighbors to talk among themselves and connect in an effort to stay alert.
Many of them have lived here for 15, 20 years, and they mentioned that this is the first time they could remember something like this happening. Yeah. So it actually brought the neighborhood together in a way.
Now, Sullivan and LaPale are both facing several felony charges, including burglary, aggravated assault, and kidnapping. And police say there was a 3D printed gun at the scene as well, believed to be connected to these two teens, but there was no
3D
ammunition in the
pew-pew.
gun, and police do not know if it was functional. Live in Scottsdale tonight, Nicole Christine, Fox 10 News.
I mean, they
Can
are
I
getting
say
a start
something?
early.
Can I get something or say
in
something? Sorry.
Arizona.
Yes, of course.
I just wrote it in chat. So who's going to take an older woman, 84-year-old woman,
hmm
and you can see that she has a hearing aid. Like if you're going to go in, you obviously turned her phone off. So her phone is most likely laying there next to her bedside table with her hearing aid right there. Right. So you know that she can't hear. You probably see her cane. You probably know that she can't walk and stuff. Who is going to take care of an older woman for that long if they really, really want this Bitcoin, right? They really want it. Are they really going to take this long? It's been 14 days to like play this out. They're going to immediately show some type of proof that she's alive so they can get this money. Don't you think? I just don't. If they really wanted the money, they're going to show proof. So I feel that this Bitcoin thing is just a ruse. Like it's not. It's just distract.
It's very possible, very much possible. So this is kind of like the Range Rover that they were looking at last night with an individual in it, right? And I'm still wondering what the hell they were looking at in the back. That's what I want to know.
Oh, where they had the blanket over there. Someone was saying that, and this is allegedly, that one of the officers was kind of having a hard time, like during that period. Like,
702 said this earlier. I started. They need to check on Nancy's financials. She refinanced 3 times. Why? Very good question. 7012. Why?
We spoke about,
And you think about, I mean, you don't know someone's financial situation. Everyone has, unless you're, extremely wealthy, you don't really know what's going in someone's pocketbook. But the question is, what kind of money problems would she have at 84 years old? That's usually, not to say that elderly people don't have financial difficulties, but her daughter, you would think she would have asked her daughter if, there was this actual financial situation going wrong. I don't know what Savannah's salary is, but I'm sure it's in probably the tens of millions a year. And that's not including her husband and the other things she does that's not related to the Today Show.
Exactly.
So that is a question: is why is she needing to refinance her house 3 times?
Exactly. It should be paid off. Like, why is she?
Right.
1975 to now, it should be paid off.
So Savannah was worth several $million. Savannah's brother, he was worth a few $1,000,000. Nancy was worth like a couple $1,000,000, I think, like with all of her assets and stuff. That's alleged. These are all alleged. And Tommaso and Annie, they were worth like 800,000, 800,000. So there was a discrepancy, And when you say you're worth something, that's, your assets and everything. So, does her son have a wife? Does whose son have a wife? Does Annie's son have a wife? Or if you mean Nancy's son, he's lives in Vermont. He's a really good guy. Savannah and Cameron, they both live on the East Coast.
Yeah, they live in New York, I think, right?
$8 million a year. Okay. She's okay. She's doing okay. $8 million a year, right? That's just from her Today show. She does other shows as well and other specials, and I'm sure has other means of income.
Yeah, someone mentioned Annie owns 3 properties, and
she does.
We looked at it today. Her name's on it, but not.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing. Allegedly, that Annie has always allegedly been the more frugal, more responsible one. And allegedly Tommaso, like, he's a teacher and he works for a private school. Teachers don't get paid a lot. They should get paid a hell of a lot more, in my opinion. But they said he's the type that likes more the finer things in life. So children's books, but you really don't, unless you sell a ton ass books, you don't make a lot of books. You really don't.
Yeah, no.
You really don't. Unless it's like, it's a big, you're a big old celebrity or something like that. But that's pretty much it.
Yes, people asking about if the detainees were released.
Yes. Yep, they were released. And last night I said, wouldn't that be crazy if they released these guys again?
Yeah.
And they were like, and I swear to God, they certainly did. Certainly.
Yeah, and then when you read that one article, they said that was the person of interest. So.
Oh yeah, did you send that to me?
Yeah, let me send it to your other one. But the thing is, do they have any other persons of interest?
Check this out, guys.
Yeah, here's that one. Let me move
there is who's reporting this? Fox?
Yes, not Nigerian Prince.
Not the Nigerian Prince. Okay. Check this out, guys. Nancy Guthrie's disappearances came out today. Sheriff says no arrest, none remain in custody after major operation. Let me see here. Pima County Sheriff, listen to this, says man detained Friday, later released, quote, was a person of interest. That was 1 hour ago. 1 hour ago. So now either the sheriff slipped or he's going to walk this one back too. But this is a quote. This is an actual quote.
Yeah.
Person of was our person of interest.
Yeah. So it makes you think like they don't have another one. That's what it makes me think.
Well, they haven't said any, they just said everyone was, nobody was cleared. But now, 1 hour ago, Pima County Sheriff says man detained yesterday was our person of interest.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty
Self-explanatory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. A Pima County Sheriff. Okay. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos released new details about the federal operation Friday night, confirming a man detained in connection to the Nancy Guthrie investigation, and later released, quote, was our person of interest. Nanos told Fox News on Saturday, that's today, the man detained in our traffic stop outside Culver's restaurant Friday night was investigators, quote, person of interest and was cooperative. The man, who has since been released, is believed to be the owner of a gray Range Rover and was searched and towed by authorities. 3 other people detained at the nearby home where the FBI executed a federal search warrant last night, were released as well, with Nanos noting he was not at the scene, but it is standard procedure to allow investigators freedom to conduct the search. Nanos said that there was no arrest and, quote, no sign of Nancy was found, end quote. The sheriff added, every day moving forward, quote, there will be, quote, a lot of police activity throughout the community, depending on leads and how they develop. Quote, these leads start in the command post and move to the field as needed, end quote. Nanos said, quote, this is one reason you're seeing activity build up as the days goes on that can ultimately lead to a search warrant for Nancy and any suspect involved, end quote. He continues by quoting, not all leads will rise to the level, but some may, end quote. He continued, quote, it all depends on what the development from each lead, end quote. Okay.
But yeah, they put on the vehicle. This says evidence.
Yeah, well, he says this dude last night, right here we are, this alleged dude right here is a person of interest.
Yep.
And they let him go. I'm sure that they're watching. I hope they're watching closely. Don't you think?
Yeah, they're watching really close.
Shit, I hope. I mean, you just never know.
They put evidence sticker on that vehicle. I said, yeah. So the vehicle didn't commit the crime.
No. But they took it, and again, I never thought they would.
Yeah.
But there were 2 men. Ivy, if you're talking about the white van has nothing to do with it. It's separate.
From what we know, yeah.
Sausage fingers, Mary said. He's got sausage fingers. He's definitely got a goatee. Let me zoom in here a little bit. Let's zoom in just a little bit here so we can see him a little bit better. Right? He's got, kind of a nose, right? You can see he's very distinctive nose. He's got a bracelet on, or a watch, rather. One or the other. He's definitely has a goatee, right? And
that's a nose, yeah.
Yeah. Heard they took 3 cars, the mom car, the son, and the daughter car. Now this. That is correct.
They're supposed to get the DNA back tonight, but yeah, Dolphin.
He's kind of got A nose. Well, I mean, everybody's got a nose, but
Yeah, I
he's
didn't want to be mean. Like, a
he's
nose
he's
and handcuffs. Yeah, there you go, guys.
a nose and handcuffs? Nose
Yeah,
and handcuffs. Okay.
handcuffs is, I don't know. I can't tell. No, that's a watch. Yeah.
It's to me, he looks like he might be he could be Hispanic, he could be Italian, he could be like Middle Eastern. Yeah. I call it a beak too, but I didn't want to be like offensive. Actually, I think I like a big nose on a guy personally.
Distinctive nose, yeah.
Appropriate for Savannah's.
Yeah.
I thought he's got. Wouldn't you shave after the video was released?
You would think.
They can regulate. Some people will shave or change their hairstyle or whatever, but in a sense, it can make you even look even more suspicious, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, oops, there went my phone. Just died. Okay, what's this? You just send me something?
Yeah, I sent you a call. The
Pima
sheriff.
County Sheriff says exhausting search for Nancy Guthrie could take hours to years. Report just now coming in. Holy hell. Hours to years?
Years.
Thanks for the details, asshat. This guy. But this guy, hold on, let me just show you this picture. This guy we were talking about, he's got a hoodie on. He's definitely covering up his head. He wants not to be seen. He looks like the type of guy, like I was explaining a few days ago. He's going to have the jewelry. He's got manicured. He's going to wear a lot of cologne normally, right? He's going to wear a lot of cologne, in my opinion. He wants to look good, presentable. Right. So, sheriff says in this report, we won't quit. Sheriff Chris Nanos is warning to the search for answers in Nancy Guthrie's disappearance could take hours or years, according to a report. Sheriff Nanos said that in a New York Times interview, maybe it's an hour from now, maybe it's weeks or months or years from now, but we won't quit. We're going to find Nancy. We're going to find this guy. It's exhausting, these ups and downs, he said, but we will keep moving forward. The guy with the bite light is very comfortable using it like a mechanic oil. Change the nitrate gloves. Wondering if this guy might own like a car dealership or something like that.
There was something.
And some automotives.
I've seen something similar to that, but I don't know too much about it though.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. So yeah, let's see here. News Nation.
Oh, here's something that this is new too. Hold on. The family is awaiting evidence test before update on Nancy Guthrie's case. So they don't know. There's a river, but there's no water in it, it looks like. And someone told me like the rivers, it's usually dried up. Because it's the desert. Yeah.
I mean, I was surprised it was raining there the other day. I was told years ago or never, in my son's case, they are very vague and they have no clue at the point in time.
Yeah.
Police are always going to be very, very, very vague. They don't want anyone to get out there and, do something, destroy any sort of evidence or anything like that.
It's just nuts.
Yeah. So when was this? I don't know, I got some things coming in.
Yeah, I sent a couple things. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I showed that one.
You got that one. Okay.
Yeah, Fox 10 Phoenix.
Let me see.
Yeah. This is what they're waiting for.
Yep.
And I wonder if they got it back today. But I don't know if things are going to move tonight or what. But in this, let me see here. Do I got it pulled up? 1 second.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got the wrong one pulled up, guys. 1 second. Source: FBI awaits evidence testing. Sheriff reports no sign of Nancy Guthrie. But I think they're going to wait. And how they got stuff back from the lab yesterday. Now, that evening, they did this, and I think they're waiting. It's either, in my opinion, going to be tonight, something's going to happen, or Monday.
And why all the searches at the daughter's home too, you know?
Well, that's the question as well.
And 3 blocks out from her home.
That's why I still think it's connected.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it is connected in one way, shape, or form to potentially a family member.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you are looking in the back of their yards. You've been there 5 times.
Yeah, and 3 blocks out from their home.
Tommaso has not talked.
Nope.
About his mother-in-law. Thank you so much, Ginger. Now that I've had some caffeine, I think this is a ring of people. Maybe LE making contact with person of interest are involved in some way. They'll now use them as informants to get big fish, in my opinion. Oh, interesting. That is always possible. Very much so.
Yeah, I mean, I see that. Lots of searching at Annie's because it was the last place she disappeared. The last people that actually saw her alive.
Yeah, but why are they searching? Okay. If you dropped your if you dropped your mother-in-law, if your mother-in-law came and played cards with you, okay? You had a great evening. You dropped her off at her house. God forbid she was kidnapped or something. Why are you looking in my neighbor's yard and all that? And the police, FBI, they don't go back over and over and over again. They go there unless something is sending them back.
Exactly.
They only go back to the house because they need something else, because it's sending them back. Whatever they're looking for is sending them back. And that's, you can ask any law enforcement officer that.
Yeah. And what were they doing at night? Taking photos and alleged luminol in there as well, in the garage.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, very, very weird.
Oh, geez.
Okay. This is new coming out. As soon as
I got you something. Give me a second.
What is? Oh, I thought this was a. Here it is, maybe.
Coal photo outlet is Bluefield.
God,
Buy
how
here,
long
pay
is
here.
These ads on these things.
Yeah, I put ad block on. I got you something. If you want to play that, the one on the bottom.
We're looking at Annie at her home is misdirection. One screw up is unfortunate, but this many is starting to look intentional. I do think.
Today on Investigate TV Plus, researchers warn new cars could be a wiretap on wheels.
1 second. 3 videos playing at once. I don't think that they are involved, but may well be frightened. I don't know. Oh, sorry, you guys can see it already. Here we go.
It's been 2 since the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie disappeared without a trace from her home in Tucson. Karina is leading our team coverage from the Pima County Sheriff's Department, where we have been waiting all day for a break in this case. There was a lot of activity overnight. Karina, what's the latest? What are you hearing?
Well, Jason, a lot has happened in this case over the last 24 hours, but still no significant updates to report from authorities, despite them serving a search warrant at a home not too far from Nancy's house last night and then conducting a separate traffic stop in connection to the investigation. We'll get into all of that in just a minute, but here is what we do know as of tonight. Authorities are holding off on releasing more details about the search last night until DNA testing comes back, which is expected sometime today, we're told. We can also confirm DNA found at Nancy Guthrie's home did not trace back to Nancy or...
We said that this morning. It was supposed to, it's supposed to come back today.
Yeah.
But we don't know if it's came back because they haven't did anything. They were waiting for that, but they're going to tell you.
Her family. We also know that no one has been arrested in connection to the abduction. Authorities detained a number of people last night as they followed potential leads, but they did not specify exactly how many. A person was also taken into custody for questioning last night and then released, and that marked the second person taken into custody in this investigation. We told you that it first happened earlier this week in Rio Rico, and that said, authorities say moving forward, be prepared to see a lot of police activity happening as they continue to chase down potential leads. And speaking of that, Austin Walker, let's go to him. He has been here at the scene since last night. And Austin, you were there at the scene as this investigation was unfolding.
Yeah, that's right. So yesterday really was a quiet day, day 13. Not much really happened, but that quickly changed. Just after 8 p.m., we were actually tipped off to a large law enforcement gathering happening just a few minutes away from this home behind me, Nancy Guthrie's home specifically. Again, we have a video and a map to show you exactly where in Tucson this took.
Did you see this new video that's coming out of this? It's a new video that's 4 miles away. It says, I'll find it in a second.
Yes, that.
It's a
Is that by
younger.
the country club one?
No. No.
Place. You can see on your screen it's about a 5-minute drive away from Nancy Guthrie's home at a neighborhood at the corner of Orange Grove and First. Now, we were actually one of the first cameras on scene last night capturing all of this unfolding. You can see Pima County Sheriff deputies blocking off a large portion of this neighborhood, and we can confirm Pima County SWAT and forensics both showing up, counting at least 4 SWAT vans and 5 forensic vehicles, including the FBI as well, with over a dozen unmarked cars. Now, according to the Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos, a federal court order was executed at this home in connection to the Guthrie case, but we didn't know exactly why they were looking there and why this home specifically. And while our cameras really couldn't get close enough due to that blockade, a neighbor was flying their drone, which painted a good picture of what the investigation looked like from above. Now, this next video shows you a video of their drone video. It's kind of hard to make out, but you can see agents on that perimeter, on that property with flashlights. The drone operator then saying that he saw multiple investigators carrying boxes back to law enforcement vans. Now, we can confirm again a couple other things too. No sign of Nancy at that home last night. At the same time as this scene, sheriff deputies conducted another search. It was a traffic stop a few miles from this scene last night. They did question the driver and detain them, asking them questions. The sheriff's department says that he did cooperate, was released, but that car was also towed. Now, we are in day 14 of this search, and people are holding on to hope that Nancy Guthrie is alive and will be found. But this all being said, we are hearing a lot of misinformation completely about this case, specifically late last night at that scene. While I was there alone, hearing people walk around, as well as members of other media saying some inaccurate information that was not confirmed, and also hearsay, but also coming off as fact, saying that someone was shot, someone committed suicide or died by suicide. Another person saying they found a
that's
dead
some
body.
bullshit.
Now, Chris Nando's saying that this is not the case. It is completely
So there was a YouTuber who said that it was connected and told people that it was connected, and he ran up on it or something like that. And of course everyone went crazy. That was, when that was happening. So I'm glad it's clear now.
Yeah.
Not true. Now, today, that leads us right here where we are continuously waiting to hear more updates from the FBI and the Pima County Sheriff's Department, trying to figure out what they found last night and how this plays into the larger impact of finding Nancy Guthrie safe and bringing her home to her family. Karina?
Some of them did. Sure did.
Austin, thanks. And again, one of the updates that we are waiting on tonight is for those DNA results to come back from testing. Will hopefully prompt authorities to release more information to the public. And we'll, of course, continue to stay on any new developments out here tonight. Jason, back to you.
Everyone hoping for that big break in the case. We'll check back with you at
that. It has been difficult. Okay, guys, a couple new videos that are out. Let me explain again. Not in any way, shape, or form saying this is connected to Mrs. Guthrie's case, but this person says ring camera footage from January 23rd at 4:19 a.m. Captures a man near a home roughly 4 miles from Nancy Guthrie's case. I'm going to show you the video. The homeowner reported that he, quote, looked at my window and checked my door, end quote. The FBI described the individual as 5'9" to 5'10", tall and average build. No ethnicity has been provided. It's crazy how many people are just checking people's damn doors at night, looking in the windows.
I would have a friggin' electric fence around there and a big dog. Like, you're not coming in my yard.
And a
Imagine
38 special.
Sleeping, right? Especially if you're Nancy's age and you don't have anybody there. And
that would be, for an elderly people, that really breaks my heart.
Mind you. And that's another thing, Justin. Nancy's dog just passed away in December 2025, right? Is what we're told. So did this person know that she didn't have a dog there to wake her up to?
This person knew a hell of a lot more, in my opinion. Whether they were told it or they knew it. Again, you go back to 43 minutes. This person or persons are there. Right?
Yep, exactly. Like, if they were scared, they would have gotten it now.
Yep. All right, here's this video. Some freakazoid.
They need better freaking something going on. Cops or something. It's ridiculous.
Watch this guy. What's he doing at 4 o'clock in the morning?
I don't know. I'll tell you, if someone did that to my house, I'm just going to open my door and let the dog deal with it.
I mean, look, he just looks right past the ring camera.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if they're doped up too. You know what I mean?
I don't know. This guy has big eyebrows. I don't think it's this guy.
No, I don't either.
But his eyes do go around. But
he's got thin legs too. He's tall. He looks really tall.
I don't know.
Like, what the hell are you looking for?
It's just amazing that people come on someone's property. All right, there's another one that's out, and this one's got sound on it. On January 29th at 4:17, a video was posted on an app with a warning to watch out as a man trespassed through their yard. Another neighbor reported a man going through their mailbox at 12:55 a.m. on January 20th, while a third video on January 27th shows a masked man and checking out car doors at 12:41 a.m. All of the incidents occurred within 5 miles of Nancy Guthrie. This one's more interesting, in my opinion.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
There's sound with this one.
Mm-hmm. What has he got in his hand? A newspaper?
Something. To me, this guy looks methed out.
Yeah. The other guy too looked kind of like stoned or something. And the one from before that we looked at.
Okay, so Nancy's card on the door, that was after Nancy went missing.
Yes.
I know a lot of people ask about that. I just got a text about that.
See, there you go. You can tell when someone's trying to rob you. They're automatically going to try, your door to see if it's unlocked. Robbers just want to get one thing. They want your belongings, right? Things that are your material objects. The door is locked. They're going to turn around and go somewhere else and try another car door. Or they're going to wait till you're gone. Like, just my
They're not
opinion.
going to stand there 40 minutes and
Exactly, hanging out. And
yeah, exactly. Is that the same guy? That
I don't
guy?
know what he's
Oh, no,
doing.
there are two different guys there.
It looks like he went in the mailbox or something.
But look at those shoes. And what color was the other shoes?
That guy looks like he's wearing slides or something.
No, this guy's not wearing slides. This guy's he's wearing tennis, like looks like Vans or something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I need to get a couple different pairs of glasses, you guys. Yeah, exactly, Roturi. Exactly.
Or they want the rugs and think people would have them in their houses.
I'm telling you, get yourself a big dog.
I have a 38 special.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
That I carry with me. But I'm Southern, so
Oh, there you go.
We pew pew and ask questions later.
Exactly. Exactly.
Thank you so much, Brian. Y'all are doing great. Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
you, my friend. Does anyone know how the dog died? I do not know.
Probably from natural causes. I mean, I don't. Oh, blood.
Nancy, I mean, you're not the only one that's brought up the point, but I don't think, I think sometimes, life just happens, and I don't know exactly what happened to her dog. I really don't.
Yeah,
No.
Jelizabeth. Yeah, best dogs, in my opinion.
Look at the wild animals at night.
Oh God, I hope not, Roturi. I hope not.
What's that?
So she heard the dog was. I hope not.
Oh, look at this.
Dobermans are good dogs.
Did y'all see this? What is up with all these warthogs that are around?
Oh,
at night?
well, oh my gosh, it starts with the J. Yeah, cannot remember the name of them. What's the name of those, you guys?
Look,
that are
there
local?
like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8.
Javelina. Thank you. Javelina. There you go. Thank you.
They're
I
called
wanted to,
javelinas.
yeah, Javelina. I wanted to call them javelins. I don't know why. That's a
I call them wild. I mean, is this as big as they get? Because like boars, they get big. Ferrari pigs, we have them in Texas. Yeah, I saw a documentary on them, like in Texas, where they get paid to unalive them because they're very destructive and they're very mean. We saw that one with JLR when he was live. She was prancing though. She was like,
yeah, she come out. She's like,
they're
what's
mean
going
as
on?
shit. They're mean as shit especially when they got babies.
Mm.
It's just amazing to me that they're like, I mean, This is like our raccoons of the East.
We got these porcupines here, guys, that are freaking nuts. I don't even know how they walk.
Porcupines?
Yeah. Freaking one trying to get in my yard, and thank God it turned around. I told it to get out of here. It was huge.
Porcupines here.
Huge. Like it, yeah. Dang. They just wander around all over the place.
That is concerning.
Ooh, the bobcat, yeah. He'll take care of them.
Yeah. That's concerning that there's like they're in your backyard like that.
I got coyotes in mine.
Okay, hold on, guys. We might have to move. Wait 1 second.
Yeah, did you get the?
No, something else. 1 second. Sassy, you gotta be more specific with what you mean by that, honey.
Armadillos, yeah, in there.
Armadillos. No.
I don't mind.
Why does anyone live there? Oh my God, I would love to live in Arizona.
What is this?
In the winter, specifically. I emailed you back.
You got the News Nation thing I sent you?
1 second here.
I sent it again to your phone. The News Nation.
Oh, it won't let me connect because of. It's live. It says your preview ended. Please connect your TV provider.
Oh, I see that. Why?
Yeah, they're doing a special tonight, which it would probably.
What's my TV provider? Okay, right here. Let's see if I can connect mine. Hold on. But then how would I connect it to my phone? Hold on. Oh, here. Let me do it on here. Shoot. Give me a sec.
Hey, Lori. Good to see you, my dear. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Do you want me to play it if I can connect it?
Yeah. If you want to, that'd be great.
All right. Give me a sec. Let me send it to my email, and then I can do it like that.
There's a documentary coming out.
A documentary?
Yeah, it's a documentary. That's what they're doing. 2 men, 1 without scope.
All right, give me a sec. Let me see.
So they go around in packs like this.
Mm-hmm. Come on. Turn my camera off so I don't freeze. Give me a sec.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. This looks good. Okay. Let me connect my...
Okay. We're going to play it. Just give us 1 second.
Yep. I just got to connect. Okay. So... Oh, I think okay. I already connected. Nope. All right.
Yes.
All right.
What's going on? I can pull CNN.
Why did he give me that name for? That's crazy. Oh my God, I hate that loud truck. Okay, give me a sec. It should be coming up. Oh yeah, this is interesting. Hold on.
Oh, hold on.
I did. Hold on. Access to this program is not included in your Oh, come on. Since it's not part of my subscription, what does that even mean?
I don't even know what it means.
Well, how else can you? Oh, you can listen to the audio. Maybe. Hold on.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no. Oh my
God. I'll check Sassy 1 second.
I'm sorry.
Okay, there might be something going on. Give me a second. Let me check.
There has to be another way to watch this.
Sassy, I don't think there's anything. No, I think that's just what the title's called. I don't think it's actually going on. Shut up, peace. Really?
I think
Hold on. Let me go to TMZ real quick. They got another
what?
Another letter? You're fucking kidding me.
Get at it. Oh my gosh.
When?
Another letter?
Just wait.
Oh yeah,
Where
they
do you
only
see-
show a preview for freaking.
Where do you see that?
I don't see it.
I don't see anything. Are you sure that's not from yesterday?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't either. Thank you so much, Darlene, Justin. There are types of hogs. Hogs for meat, wild boars, javelina, potbelly pigs for pets. What about a warthog? Darlene.
Oh,
I'm a
goodness.
Pumbaa. I'm a Pumbaa.
I wish I could watch it.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
That stinks.
Hold on. This is more. These teens were. So someone texted me about what was going on with those teens with the 66 million. They said this is more. These teens were recruited via Signal. Signal is an app that even the FBI has a very difficult time. It's one of the few things that they have that many times they cannot get in. The news came out Monday. Only LE Insider could know this in Tucson, they said in their opinion. Think why did the note AI, what, I don't understand what they mean. What is working against yeah, email me back on that if you know more on that. I can't say it right now. The sheriff supposedly allegedly back out on scene. Let me check here.
Yeah, I still don't see what.
So I'd like to be on camera.
It's getting dark. So they're showing back out there tonight. She didn't pay because there's no proof of life. I know a lot of people are giving them hell for like not paying or anything like that. But you got to go with what A, the FBI says, and B, if you know,
I'm looking on my phone to see if there's anything going on.
You've also got to be.
I think it's going to be a quiet night. Let's hope we can get some action to bring this case
I hope
to an
it's
end.
a quiet night. Unless they just fucking arrest somebody and like, let's get on with it.
I don't see anything. Sorry.
Yeah, you want proof. Exactly. See, everyone's saying Tommaso's in Italy,
I'm
but
just going to keep this here.
I haven't seen that.
A minute.
Hey, and Liz, good to see you, baby.
Yeah, I haven't heard that, or I've heard that, but I haven't seen anything to back it up. Mm-hmm.
Brian must be resting this evening. I think he had a long night last night.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
He
I think
hasn't
everybody
tweeted
did.
in
Everybody had a
hours.
long night last night. There has to be a way you could pay for it to watch that on News Nation. I don't know why. It's aggravating. Let's see. Let's try and.
1 second.
Yeah, he is, but you have to have a special cable thing to do it or something. I don't know why. It's very odd.
Searched for Nancy Guthrie, SWAT vehicle seen leaving her home. Exhausted Nancy Guthrie, sheriff admits. Okay, got that.
Here's this.
I'm sorry, Ron, I apologize.
No, they're going to do it in clips.
Okay, well, I just got it.
Here you go, Justin.
That was actually, okay, so, all right. So,
They're doing clips of it. I just sent it to you.
Okay, excellent. So now we have the
Yeah, I heard he was at the Olympics too, and I'm like, come on. Yeah.
Can y'all see this picture? I mean, this is sweet. But when I seen this photo, it reminded me. Do you remember that show Land of the Lost?
Yes.
Or when we were like
with the dinosaurs.
Yeah. Or I don't know, like E.T. in a wig. With that meme with like E.T. in a wig.
Oh yeah. He's like,
let me exit some of this stuff.
What? Yeah, and it won't let me for some reason, and I have Spectrum, but they won't. It says I don't have the right plan with Spectrum. I don't understand that. I tried on my phone and yeah. What was that?
Oh, that was the glove.
Did you get the clip I sent you?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, to me, when I saw this right here, it reminded me where the ears are. It looks like there was like, I don't know. To me, it looked like eyes, where the holes are like that, and it reminded me.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It looks like, and then like where the person's face is, it kind of looks like an alien to me or something like that. But they're in a cow uniform.
Oh, I thought it was a bunny rabbit.
Maybe it is.
What? Oh my Lord, Krampus! Who would do that? I would think they're a suspect if they did that. Seriously, like I would literally detain them for that. I'm sorry, but why are you doing that for? I wouldn't detain them, but I would question them. Would you question them, Justin?
No.
You wouldn't? You don't think that's weird?
No.
I do. Yeah, it's Daniel.
Oh, okay. Just came out, guys. Like 3 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. We got Mr. Inton, of course.
The clip?
Yeah, I can't zoom in, I don't think anymore. No. But
first, just about 30 minutes before sunset, Nancy travels by Uber to the home of her oldest daughter, Annie. After dinner, son-in-law Tommaso Cioni brings her home. The time is 9:48. 2 minutes pass, and the 84-year-old's garage door closes. After midnight, Monday, February 1st, a masked, armed man approaches Nancy's door. Head down, he focuses in on the home's doorbell camera, then turns back to grab foliage clumsy attempt to cover the device.
There's no question that this was planned.
By 1:47 a.m., that nest
Lions roaring in the...
At 2:12 a.m., another
What was
house
that?
camera detected
Sorry.
16 minutes later, 2:28, Nancy's pacemaker disconnects from the app on her phone. Later that morning, a friend who regularly hosts Nancy to watch a streamed church service alerts the family that she's absent. 11:56, family goes to Nancy's home to investigate. 7 minutes later, 911 is called. 12:15, sheriff's deputies arrive at Nancy's house and the search begins.
Breaking overnight, Nancy Guthrie, Savannah's 84-year-old mother, now at the center of the missing persons case.
Monday, February 2nd, the nation wakes to learn of Guthrie's family's nightmare. The Today Show begins without Savannah and with grave news.
And our thoughts and our prayers.
That is
are with
so
our
sad.
dear friend.
The show starts without Savannah. It's just sorry, there's Popo, I guess, in the background where I live. Justin, please, somebody tell me, how did the family get in her house on Sunday if the garage never opened and closed the front door and had blood on it? Please tell me. That is, it's a legitimate question. Do you have any?
Yeah, I was reading that, and that is a very good question. Because if it never opened, see, I remember someone saying, why didn't the garage register being open? Remember the other day in chat, and I was like, huh? But now I realize,
the garage door never registered open. If you walk through the front door, there's blood, and if you go out the back door, the door's wide open.
Wide open.
Yep.
So do they have? Yeah. So wouldn't you call 911 right away if you saw the blood right there on the doorstep?
Instantly, almost.
And don't they have a clicker to get in through the garage door?
Well, clicker or not, you got the password. You know they got the password.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I would call instantly. I would go in. If I saw the blood, I would think, oh my God, maybe she's laying in the floor or something. I understand that, but still, like, after I would see the blood right there, obviously I wouldn't try to step in it, but I would look in the house, and if she wasn't there, instantly be calling 911.
This morning.
We saw some things at the home that were concerning to us.
9 a.m., the Pima County Sheriff's press conference is carried live from coast to coast.
This is a 84-year-old lady who suffers from some physical ailments, is in need of medication that if she doesn't have in 24 hours, it could be fatal.
A local TV station receives a ransom note with specific details about what Nancy was wearing and with 2 distinct deadlines.
We're gathering some DNA samples to get those to our crime lab. But yes, it's evident to us that she was moved from that house against her will.
By the next day, Tuesday, February 3rd, the sheriff
They said that
updates the nation
instantly.
about that DNA.
It had to be, like I said, they knew something happened in there, and they immediately, homicide was out there. Homicide investigators.
Absolutely.
Confirmed that the DNA that we found belonged to Nancy, Savannah's mom.
It's announced that Savannah will be pulling out of Olympics coverage, and she asked the nation, just pray on Instagram. While sheriff's helicopters circle, News Nation brings viewers a sobering scene.
We were able to get up close to the house right near the front door, and there is blood. There is a blood trail near the front door of Nancy Guthrie's house.
Wednesday, February 4th, days after the crime scene is released, law enforcement converges with dogs, a perimeter, and investigators all over the property.
Are they getting things in the garage, or are they just using it to go in and out?
And love for
Yeah.
her daughter, family.
Nancy's neighbors gather in prayer.
Hang in there, Nancy. You got this.
President Trump posts pledging immediate federal support.
On behalf of our family.
And for the first time, we hear from the anguished family. directly addressing the kidnapper.
She is a devoted friend. She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
Thursday, February 5th sees a meager reward for information bump up to $50,000. Deputies canvass behind Annie Guthrie's home. A 5 p.m. ransom deadline comes and goes, and Nancy's only son posts a message.
Whoever is out there holding our mother, we want to hear from you.
The FBI deploys digital billboards on Friday, February 6th. Nancy's car is towed. We learn another ransom note goes to a local TV station.
Is it, written by the same person? It's very difficult to tell.
And reporters aboard Air Force One get a briefing.
We have some clues, I think, that are very strong, and I think we could have some answers coming up fairly soon.
Saturday, February 7th, brings a flurry of activity both at Nancy and Annie Guthrie's home.
From outside Annie Guthrie's house, saw camera flashes from inside the house coming from the windows. So
Nancy's children release another emotional video.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us.
The septic tank behind Nancy's home is searched on Sunday the 8th.
We're now in day 9. FBI Director Kash Patel will be in Tucson today.
The work week begins with the FBI director on site behind the scenes. And as a ransom note's second deadline passes, the woman
Yes, very good point.
Cheerfully on camera turns to another appeal.
If you see
Yes, it was a federal warrant last night, which is good.
anything, you hear anything, if there's anything at all.
Please
that
put in my
seems strange
opinion,
to you,
y'all.
that you report to law enforcement. We are at an hour of desperation. And we need your help.
Tuesday, February 10th, a bombshell. The FBI's work nets the video seen around the world.
What we see is planned, but not professional.
Developments unfold rapidly, sending law enforcement south to Rio Rico, Arizona.
I'm outside the house that is now being searched. This is her house, and the subject is her son-in-law. Is that right?
Yeah.
Deputies detain a man for questioning, and then his release.
Like, what the am I doing here? I didn't do anything, to be honest. Like, I'm innocent.
Wednesday, February 11th, the FBI searches along roadways in the Catalina foothills, and a black glove is reported to be found.
Get it forensically tested, come up with a DNA profile.
The 12th, shortly after a forensic height chart is brought in, we get this description of the man at the door. 5'9" to 5'10", average build. His backpack, a Walmart brand, 25-liter Ozark trail hiker.
They are saying as well that they now have 13,000 tips from the public.
Friday the 13th brings rain and gloomy skies for the first time since the kidnapping, and a growing display from a heartbroken community.
People care.
A report of new evidence.
You have unknown DNA that you have found, DNA that does not match anybody in the Guthrie family, does not match anybody working for Nancy Guthrie inside her home.
So someone's leaving. Nightfall nets the most activity to date. Mobile command center, the bomb squad, and a SWAT team. Multiple people detained, and a nation increasingly desperate to bring Nancy home.
Can't imagine that if they get somebody that lives right next to me on my street, that, you know, that even makes sense.
So that was part of the News Nation. Brian Ensign just said a helicopter flew low over Nancy's house a couple of days ago with a signal sniffer that could detect the pacemaker. Yeah, on the interview room, that was one of the things that was suggested, and they tweeted that out. It was a very good idea that they thought of. They thought, like, with a drone or a helicopter, they could, you know, but still nothing was found. They do that because they don't know, you know, when they're going in there, you don't know if the person's going to retaliate, and they do it for, you know, their safety.
Safety, yeah. Did you hear that, Justin? About the door ever being unlocked, her back door?
Her back door?
Ever being unlocked. I don't remember hearing that, but I was going to look it up and see if I can find something on it. See, that's the thing. You know, did they leave that back door open on purpose? Because
Say that again?
So, someone asked a question. Where's Maya? She said, I read somewhere that talking about the back door, right? Because it was open, that it was often left unlocked.
I don't
So
see her leaving her back door. I mean, it's possible, but I mean, an 84-year-old woman at night?
Yeah. Did she forget or something? But the thing is, like, they never mentioned any kind of break-in or anything. You know what I mean? Or not break-in, but... Oh, Ashley Banfield did? Okay, I'll have to look into that and see.
Austin Walker says, let's clear up some misinformation on the Nancy Guthrie case. I have seen a ton of people reporting from people with information that is completely unconfirmed and untrue. I will provide a latest updates from Pima County Chris Nanos on this at 10:11 a.m. Is there a link?
No, keep going down. He just keeps
Okay.
writing it down. Yeah. that's
Okay,
what I was-
gotcha.
Mhm.
Per Sheriff Nanos, at the leave scene, there was nothing of a pew-pewing or a self-inflicted unaliving. No pew-pewing or self-inflicted unaliving. That's important. Did anyone die? Is there anything to prove that anyone died?
I didn't hear anything on dispatch either about it.
And that's what I would like to know. Is like, did anyone die? Did anyone die? I mean, obviously not. Obviously, it's not related to Nancy Guthrie, right?
Right.
But if no one died, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Heard there was a hit and run. A hit and run. 4 people were detained. 3 at one place, 1 at another.
Mm-hmm.
Nano said after the Rio Rico, we should expect more of these types of events. Investigators work through all leads. Says that every day moving forward, there will be a lot of public activity. Also, to what level of activity, that will depend on the leads as well. The leads start at the command post and move to the field as needed. So that is a reason we're seeing the activity building up as the days go on. Can ultimately lead to the search warrant looking for Nancy and any other persons and suspects involved. As of an hour ago, they did. Sheriff Nanos is quoted of saying that the person that was allegedly with that Range Rover last night is a person of interest. There was nothing up until just a little bit ago of a person of interest, but now that he says that was our person of interest.
Mm-hmm.
He does say that now.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. Talk to her after church, so maybe that's why. Yeah, I mean, fatal hit and runs, KOLD news reported. Got it.
Yeah, Julian, we don't know if they did find it in the house. I can probably take a guess that they did, but I don't know for sure.
Okay. I don't think it was. What? Okay, Tucson police respond to the second report of fatal hit and run involving pedestrian. Tucson, Arizona, KVOA, the Tucson Police Department responded to a second report of a fatal hit and run involving a pedestrian on Friday night. According to T... One second, what's that? Okay. According to TPD, the fatal crash happened in Pima Street and Alvaron Way on February 13th. The north and southbound lanes on Alvaron Way will be closed for an extended period of time, the Tucson Police Department said. This comes after reports of a separate fatal hit and run involving a pedestrian on Country Club Road. 2 separate things. Yep. Daphne's loud?
I'm loud. Someone said that last night too. Do I sound loud?
You don't sound loud to me, but I mean, you sound louder than me, but
yeah, it's the
you don't
microphone.
sound, to me, you don't sound extremely loud, but
I
that
put it
is,
back.
So was the raid last night a result of a tip from the public? We have, don't know. I'm a good bit louder than Justin. Okay. She has a different type of microphone than I do. I have what they call a dynamic. Do you have yours on, Daph, automatically adjust mic?
Yes, I do. I do.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Crazy. We're on day 14. I mean, tomorrow it essentially starts the 3rd week of this. That's what's crazy about it all. So, Daphne, I know you're getting tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a new mic. That's what it is. The mic it's not a dynamic mic. It's
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of mic it is. It's a Blue Yeti. I guess it's used for ASMR or something. Who
Yeah,
knows?
it's the kind where they do like the,
Like this.
yeah, that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
I started out with those mics, but I did a ton of research and a lot of trial and error as well. Some people say you sound fine.
Yeah, I got it on a Black Friday special, so.
Thank you so much, Edward. New here and love your covering. And I just sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Edward. Whether you are here at Daphne's, please sub up to both of us. We'd appreciate it very much. Very, very much. Guys, if anything breaks tonight, I'll be back. I'll be here. If anything breaks, maybe with one eye open. But nonetheless, I will be here. Daphne, you are a rock star. I appreciate you so very much, my friend.
Thank you. I appreciate you too. I love doing this with Justin.
Oh, likewise.
I really
Likewise.
do.
It's a case where it's good to have someone up here. That way you can, because there's the thing about live streaming is if you're really digging the entire time, is you're constantly getting people speaking to you, you're constantly getting emails, you're constantly filtering through the BS and the legitimate stuff. And when you're doing that, it's hard to speak and do the live stream at the same time. So it's easier for us to kind of do it like this. So we work good together, Daphne and I do.
Thank you. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, you guys are all great. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Ms. Linda. Do you go over the last time? Sorry, I was late. Yes, my life sure did, my friend. Hey, New Zealand, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. All right, guys. Like I said, if anything happens tonight, I think it's going to be a quiet night. I think we should get rest, actually, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, rest if we can.
I agree.
But again, if anything happens, if anything breaks tonight, I will be here, whether it is 30 minutes from now, 3 hours from now, 6 hours from now, we'll be here. So
yes, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you. And Justin, I appreciate you too. Thank you.
Appreciate you, and God bless each and every single one of you. Justice for Nancy, and I pray so much for Savannah and the family. It's ridiculous that Nancy has lived just a good life, and at 84 years old, taken in the middle of the night. It's unfair. It's just unfair.
So mad if that happened to my mom.
Mhm.
I would be livid. It makes me
Oh,
want to cry.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh.
How do you know if something breaks? Good question, Tammy. You just make sure you hit that notification bell right there where it says subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell, that little bell, and hit all. That way, every time I go live, you'll get a notification. Ding.
Ding.
It'll say, the blonde who talks too much is live. With Daphne, the sweet one.
Oh, sweet.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Much love. Appreciate you all. Truly. Thank you all. Good night. God bless.
Good night.